Introduction and disclaimer. This video shows all devices in a non-production environment. The devices, in most cases, are off or are fully unplugged from any external power source in order to clearly show the removal and replacement procedures and other aspects of the devices. The instructions in this video are current as of September 2014. Please consult the product manuals for the latest updates and instructions. Before watching this video, you should have already watched the caveats, disclaimers, and warnings video for required information. Before performing any maintenance, you will need to locate and identify the unit with the failed component. If necessary, have the customer take you to the unit with the failed component. If the work order provides an appliance serial number, verify that the serial number on the work order matches the serial number on the appliance. The serial number is an SYM number that is printed on a label located on the vertical post in the middle of the rear panel of the appliance. All semantic storage shelves are shipped with a protective bezel that should be installed on the front of the devices. These bezels help channel air into the devices and provide some protection from accidental damage. The semantic storage shelf bezels also provide a certain level of intrusion detection by employing a keyed access. The key will restrict access to those individuals that possess the correct key used to unlock and remove the bezel. To remove the bezel, insert the storage shelf key into the lock and rotate the key to right or to the left, depending on the condition of the lock, to release the bezel locking mechanism. You should be able to pull the right-hand side of the bezel out and away from the front of the storage shelf. Place the bezel off to the side and out of the way. Now that the bezel has been removed, you can confirm the chassis number of the storage shelf with the number on the work order, if noted there. On a NetBackup 5330 primary storage shelf or an expansion storage shelf, the chassis number is located on a label on the front lower right corner of the shelf. Before you start to replace a fan canister in the NetBackup 5330 primary shelf or expansion shelf, have the replacement fan canister close at hand. Caution: if you perform this procedure with the power turned on, you must complete it within 15 minutes to prevent the possibility of overheating the equipment. Do not remove both fan canisters from the storage shelf at the same time. One fan canister must be functioning at all times. The fan canisters for both the primary and the expansion storage shelves are located in the rear panel of the shelf. One canister is located on the left and right sides of the shelf. Each canister has an orange tab that disengages the canister from the chassis of the storage shelf. The orange tab of the replacement fan canister latches the new canister securely. Check the Fan Service Action Required LED to locate the failed fan canister. If a fault is detected, the amber Fan Service Action Required LED is on. If you can safely remove the fan canister, the blue Fan Service Action Allowed LED is on. To remove the fan canister, press the orange tab on the fan canister towards the center of the rear panel. Pull the fan canister handle toward you until the entire canister is removed. To install a fan canister, slide the replacement fan canister all the way into the storage shelf until the orange tab on the fan canister latches. Check the Fan Power LED and Fan Service Action Required LED on the new fan canister. If the Fan Power LED is off, or if the Fan Service Action Required LED is on, check that the fan canister is installed correctly. Reinstall the fan canister if necessary. When the Fan Power LED is on and the Fan Service Action Required LED is off, the procedure has been successfully completed. Locate the storage shelf bezel that was removed. Insert the bezel key and rotate the key either to the right or to the left so that the metal locking tab is positioned vertically. The storage shelf bezel is notched on the left-hand side. This notch is inserted into a metal tab on the left-hand front side of the storage shelf chassis. Once the bezel is inserted into the notch on the chassis, the bezel can be moved into position against the front of the storage shelf and locked into place. You may have to press against the front of the bezel firmly in order to compress the RFI shielding while rotating the key in order to lock the bezel into position. Once you have the bezel in place, check to confirm that you can see the storage shelf status lights through the storage shelf indicator windows on the lower left-hand side of the storage shelf bezel. If the bezel is not aligned correctly, remove and refit the bezel until the indicators clearly show the status of the storage shelf. Remember to return the bezel keys to the customer if you obtain the bezel keys from them. Now that you have completed the replacement of the component, contact the customer and confirm that they are satisfied with the repair. After completing the hardware replacement procedures, Symantec recommends that you do the following. Remove all boxes and shipping containers from the installation area. Recycle materials as much as possible, and return any equipment or tools as needed.